Hello. Happy Sunday, everybody.
We're back.
Especially to you, Kristan. Happy
Oh
Sunday.
my gosh, happy Sunday to you. Lovely being here.
It's lovely being here.
Happy
And
Sunday to James.
happy Sunday to James. Happy Sunday to you, James. And you all should know just how committed I am to be here because I could have just canceled and continued playing Horizon Forbidden West because that is what I care about the most in my life currently.
Yeah.
But you guys come first.
Yeah,
So,
thank you for being here. We
yeah.
get it.
Took a break to read a book and took a nap and then showed up for the show.
Love that.
But I don't actually. Can you still pick up this book in stock trades? I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna check right now.
We should check before
I
we
will
talk
check
about our
right
sponsor.
now.
Just in case you want to know about it. But today we are talking about the many deaths of Layla Starr. Krista is currently looking to see if that is still available in stock trades, but even if it's not, let me tell you, you can get so many fantastic deals from our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Your book's up to 50% off, and you spend over $50, you get free shipping in the US. And I've got the page open right now, and there's a ton of great things. You can still get 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton, Volume 1, 50% off, just $8.50. That's
The
ridiculous.
best. Do it.
Oh my gosh, the Jay Lee poster portfolio is only $8.74. Like list price is
That's beautiful.
25.
Yeah. Get
That's
that.
ridiculous. And let me tell you guys, these poster portfolios, they are like bringing me to life.
Yeah.
I love them so much.
You can also get our pick of the month that I forgot was happening this week, and that is Crowded Volume 3. It's 50% off. Y'all know we love Crowded.
Yeah.
We're very excited for more
So
of it.
really, you should just go ahead and like add some Fangirlz picks to your cart, which is
Mm-hmm.
Crowded, 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton, obviously. I pick up that Jaylee portfolio because it's just $8.24. It's like endless gifts for your friends. Just put them in like a nice frame, and they're like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's great."
Absolutely.
Afternoon Fangirls, Layla Starr is on my to be read shelf, so I'll catch up with this once I've finished it. Great. Have you seen the
Awesome.
Owl Kitty Titanic video, Kristan? You need to. I think I have.
I
Is that
haven't. Let me write that down for later.
for later?
For later. Oh, well, we forgot to mention also the Firefly Blue Sun Rising. That was also a Fangirls pick. It's 45% off. That's a nice big hardcover. You want to get that.
Good morning, Gabby.
Hey, Gabby.
Hello, everybody from stormy Belgium. Sorry it's stormy there. It's
Ooh.
finally kind of clear where I am. It's been like wicked windy all week.
Yeah, same here.
Which is always worrisome because, well, more so for where you are,
Wow.
but like where I grew
Right.
up, tornadoes were always a big, like, we're in that alley or whatever. Now I'm kind of outside of it, so I'm like, okay, I just have to worry about like ice storms. That's about it.
Yeah,
Yay.
thankfully, like, I'm not exactly where those bad tornadoes hit, but I'm pretty freaking close. So that was not a good night.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get into it. So May Doth Layla Starr, the newest book by Ram V, who is obviously one of my favorites. Art by Felipe Andrade. I'm sure I'm saying it incorrect, but Felipe is an artist from Portugal. Looks like he was the illustrator on Captain Marvel. This is all set in Mumbai. It basically the quick summary, but not spoiler summary, is you have Death, the incarnation of Death, the goddess Death. She is being let go after having had the job for an eternity. So God is letting her go and having her go to be immortal because there's someone about to be born who is going to invent immortality. And so there will be no need for her anymore. And so she's like, all right, bet. I'll go down there. I'll kill that baby. She obviously doesn't. And unfortunately, she does die many times by accident, by just random happenstance. But luckily, she is very close to life, the god of life, who will bring her back. Um, and that's my quick, like, not spoiling it, but I think it might be a little hard not to do spoilers, but I don't think in a way that'll ruin it. I will say that, like, this book to me reads very much like I was telling Chris before the show, like a fable. And I think it's going to feel like that to people, like, right away, because the language in it, the way that Death interacts with Darius, who's the child who's born, who will invent immortality. She'll die and then meet up with him later in his life, and then die and then meet up with him again later in his life. It's just kind of continuing back and forth. Really felt like that to me, like this greater message of death, learning about life itself, and someone who was struggling with accepting death kind of also learn about that as well. Yeah, that's my quick.
I think that's perfect.
Thoughts? This might be a short show. I don't know.
Well, you know how we do. Yeah, there's a third person narrator throughout it too, and that felt very like story, telling, like kids book sort of.
Written. But it's Romvi, so of course.
Yeah.
Or Romvi. Rom sounds correct in my head.
Me too. It's at least closer than some other names, right? That we can guess about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it too. I was telling Maddie right before, everybody's talking about this book, and my one issue is everybody's like, "This is the best book ever. This is the most amazing book," and I'm just like, okay, I liked it. I don't think that, right? But I liked it. I know a lot of people are comparing it to Day Tripper, which I haven't read. So what are your thoughts on that? Because I know you've read Day Tripper.
I've read Day Tripper, but I don't have enough recollection to compare the two. I feel like they're very different personally. Maybe it's the subject matter people are referring to. I don't see that much connection personally.
Maybe that's my problem, because I've heard all these reviews. Everyone's compared it to Day Tripper. Everyone's saying it's the best book ever, and I'm just like, okay.
I really enjoyed it. I do think comic people have to worry about, and I think not comic people, just anyone who's into anything. You always have to worry about the overselling things.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Like, my favorite anime is Gurren Lagann. So is Omar's. We spread its praises. And then that will cause some people not to like it as much because we've oversold it.
Which I'm sure you and I have done here as well, right? Like,
yeah, I'm sure. I've done back and forth to each other.
Upgrade Soul, Kiss number 8.
Well, man, I hope that we don't ruin Upgrade Soul for anybody. But I think luckily we don't say anything, so people don't know what to expect.
That's true. We just love it.
And luckily, I didn't read any reviews. I didn't talk to anybody about this book. I hadn't listened to anyone about this book. So I know people were posting about it, but I didn't know anything. So I really, really enjoyed it. But I like that type of storytelling. I love Romvi. I mean, forever. I think he's just an incredible writer. I do think sometimes, because I love Blue and Green as well, sometimes his level of writing it can be above what a regular comic reader is used to, because it's very much literature.
Like, sure, yeah. It's very different.
I don't want to say elevated. I think that's not fair. Writing's all different, but it can feel like you can feel an elevation and style.
Well, there's definitely something different, right? Because you're not getting much like third person narration throughout comics these days. We're not used to that at all. Which isn't great.
I loved that we had more, like, it's always really refreshing to read a book that doesn't stick to Western stereotypes of like death and life and what those gods look like. So I'm always very pleased with that. I loved how Death looked as Layla Starr. Also, what a great name.
Yeah.
And I love the art. Like, I absolutely love the art.
I love
I'm very comfortably happy with this. Like, it gave me what I wanted.
Yeah. Oh, I feel the same.
So it's one of those things, like, to me, this would be a 5 out of 5 because I got it. It closed. It gave me exactly what I wanted. Good job, Romvi. You did it.
Yeah, you did it. I thought the time skips and how time passed was really well done as well, and especially in the amount of issues. It's like, I didn't need more issues. I didn't need less issues. I think it was perfectly constructed in that time frame.
Well, going into this, I didn't even know this was like a one and done. I knew nothing. So I was so pleasantly surprised, like, oh, we're done.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, oh, we're going to talk about something. Like, oh, it's not done. I didn't even look to see if it said volume 1. I was just like, I just assumed. Because how often do I read like a boom trade that's a one and done?
Yeah. It doesn't, I mean, we just don't get that a lot anymore, right? Unless we're reading like a standalone graphic novel.
Yeah.
Which I guess this was, but.
I do want to share some of the art. I'm not as good at this as when I'm, oh no, what did I do? There we go. It's easier if I'm sharing you than me. Oh no, now it's like not. Can I do the beauty thing?
You do the beauty thing.
Oh, it's not even working. What?
Oh, there it goes.
There it goes. The use of color in this, like, I just think it's so unique and beautiful. The style, like, Felipe's amazing. Or who's on colors, actually? I'll look at that in a second. But like the art style is amazing. Whoever's on colors, honestly, should have been listed on this as well on the main page. Because I
agree.
Sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze. I was trying to mute before I sneezed.
You're all good.
The modernization of Hindu mythology as a corporation was a cool choice. I agree. Whew. Okay. Well, this just came out too, so I don't know. Like,
I think it was there and it sold out.
Probably.
It'll probably be back.
I'm glad I pre-ordered it, and honestly, with this art style, and I feel the same way about These Savage Shores by Ram V, which I don't think I ever got like a oversized, but I'd like a nice, like, even if it's thin, I'd like an oversized of this.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the art. Because the covers on the back are so cool. Don't you hate when you see a cool cover and you're like, I'm never going to have this as a print?
Yeah. Yeah. Who put this out? I didn't even check because I read it digitally.
It's Boom.
I was going to say it'd be cool if, like, somebody put out Ram V, like, all of his little stories together. But
it's all over the place.
Is it the same publisher? Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Okay, who did colors? Color assists. So that means that Felipe probably did a lot of it with just an assist. Okay. Which is Ines Amaro. Man, I'm going to have to read some more stuff by Felipe, or where he does the art.
It was very unique, and I think perfect for this story.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a good pairing.
But yeah, for those who are interested, honestly, I think this is a good addition to anyone's collection. Even if it's just as an art book. Like, I think the story's really great. I think the art's great. I think it's an easy read. And honestly, like, I wasn't sure what this is going to be going into, but I think it's appropriate for a lot of ages, more so than it might seem, because, you know, cigarettes and stuff.
I agree. It's also on Hoopla for anyone who has access. That's how I read it. And it's, you know, it was a way quicker read than I thought it would be. I know you blink and, like, read something in 2 seconds.
That took my time.
Yeah, it was still, like, very fast.
How old was Darius when... Oh. Well, whoops.
Oops.
It's hard to spoil this, though, because it's only 5 issues.
Well, to answer that question without bringing it up, I guess, I think you're right on that timeline, James, but if you recall, there was a medical situation.
Yeah.
I think his life and that caused him to look the way he looked. Also, the art doesn't help that, because everyone kind of looked older than they were, because that art was so scratchy and just the way it was done. So I think that was part of it too.
I'm just, you know, I'm really happy that Ram V continues to put out things that, you know, don't subscribe to like Western history and style and everything else. And I really hope, I'm glad that he's gotten enough recognition and support that he can do that. Because, like, the big names recognize him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad to see that trend where they're starting to do that. Like, accept other people's, like, interpretations of things more. Because we see that in, like, publishers that we like, but see the big publishers, like, because Ram V, you know, they picked him up for, like, Swamp Thing. Mm-hmm. So to see that, like, someone who's putting out these type of stories receive that recognition makes me really happy.
Yeah, and I mean, what you can say about like the story and everything else, it's unique. It's stuff you're not going to find anywhere else. And we can't say that tons, right? Like,
Mm-mm.
I think, if you all have been watching us, like, who we praise. And it's for those reasons. They're putting out stuff that's not typical. It's very different. It's something we like. Maybe the art's really different too. And you're going to find that with him too. I mean, I know he's not the artist, but, he pairs up with these artists that are very unique as well,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
which is cool.
Yeah, I feel like I keep seeing Romvi like tend to like move towards like artists and colorists who are so bright, like that really use color uh, with a lot of intention. And I loved all these bright colors because I feel like you see these type of colors like in Mumbai, like with like clothes and style, and like I think it represents more so of like the country as well. Like it's just nice. You can have a story that talks about these things and like still use color in a really fun way.
And it's nice to not have like everything set in like Western culture, Like,
Yeah.
we get so much of that.
Well, then even like with Darius and his family, where they had that worker for them, which is very typical, and like his relationship with that, and like it just to see Darius come from this like like place of significant privilege to where he ends up later in the book, and how that's affected, like how death has affected him around him, but also how he's chosen to depart from certain areas of his life that he could have continued. Like he obviously did not stay in the same direction that was expected of him from his like parents. And we see people around Darius a lot. We don't actually get to spend time with them. It's more of just like Darius and how he reacts to their deaths, basically. But I'm really happy with it. Which is not going to help this show because then we're going to be short. Because it's very good. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it, like super get into it. It's a 5 out of 5 for me once I put it on Goodreads. I think it's a great addition to my collection. And if there's an oversized eventually, I'll get it. But Boom doesn't always do that with like a short one-off thing. So I doubt that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever happened.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, they're just not great at stuff.
Yeah.
We have some Boom problems. You and
I know, and we love Boom, but also I'm mad at Boom.
I love Boom, and I'm mad at them always.
Yeah, if this went to Image, maybe they'd do something with it.
I don't know that they've done that either, though.
Yeah.
I
just think there's certain books that like deserve an oversize with art, and this is one of them. And I felt the same way about these Savage Shores because I was like, there needed to be a different type of collection of this. Maybe other countries will have a better one.
At least these Savage Shores had that like shiny edition.
Yeah.
They did something a little special, but it's not the same.
James asked if we had a favorite issue. I don't think I had a favorite issue.
No, I did really like the Crow, though. I would have liked to see more of the Crow, in fact, as a character.
Well, anything else you'd like to add?
I also really liked it. I didn't mean to poo-poo it at first. I wasn't. It was just like everyone's been talking about this, so I'm sure a lot of people in the chat have also heard it's like the best book ever. Yeah. I don't feel that way, but I did like it. So,
hey, it's okay. There we go. Trying to fix out. I bought this like really cool key light, so it would be well lit, but that takes effort to deal with because either I'm like this, I don't know. But I did fix my camera now, so I look like a regular person and not weirdly.
Oh yeah, it does look better.
High contrast.
Did you just change some settings?
Apparently, all I had to do was because my friend Alex on Tuesday's show helped. Right, I had to unplug it, restart my computer, then plug it in a different port.
Interesting. Okay. Sometimes you gotta restart stuff.
Weird.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I'm cool with hanging out for a little bit more before I return to play Horizon Forbidden West. What's up, guys? What are you reading? What are you reading? What are you playing? What are you watching?
Yeah. And again, as always, if you have random book questions or whatever questions for us, let us know. I will tell Maddie and you all that I started to play Pokemon, the new Pokemon.
Arceus! It's great, right?
It's so fun. I get now because I was like, what do people mean by the the graphics, but I'm like, I get that now, absolutely. And there's certain like when you're like running to like a destination that continues the story, and then every time they just like stop like this, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, I love when you
I
see like
get it.
like the the graphics of like other people, like the people walking by are like Pokemon, just kind of like.
Yeah.
But I figure I was
So
like,
I
you know
get
what?
it.
They're trying something new for the first time with this,
Right.
so they're not going to put
I support it.
their
I get it. I
whole
support
self into
it.
that.
Next
Yeah.
time, maybe it'll be like a step up.
Yeah,
I
maybe
think
try a little harder.
yeah, maybe
But
a
it's
little bit, but
fun.
it
It's
is still
so
really
fun.
fun. I'm still at the beginning of it, but
How many
I do
beatings
like
have you
how
caught?
yeah, so I guess I'm so early that I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's the little this little beaver guy.
Oh, the beaver guy. Okay.
You
I
gotta
see
catch
some of
so
these.
many of them for your Pokedex. We caught 30 or something ridiculous.
I'm so stuck in like 90s Pokemon still. Maybe
Oh
not just
yeah.
90s, but like things beyond that. I'm like, what is that? Okay. Yeah, I have several now. And I keep wondering, I'm like, okay, wait, am I gonna have to do backpack upgrades or storage upgrades? Like, does that ever happen? Because I'm stuck in like how that used to be in the
Oh yeah,
handheld,
they're sent to
right?
your farm.
Okay, I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I like that you can make Pokeballs on the way. That's nice. Because I'm running low, and I'm like, okay, I just gotta get some more acorns. I gotta get, you know,
I'm
it's
so
fun.
happy
It's
for you.
very
You'll
fun.
have to post on Instagram or Twitter like what's your fit. Well, maybe not
No,
yet. Wait till you upgrade, because like
okay,
I would change mine for each area. Change my
okay,
hair to
interesting.
match my clothes.
Love that.
So I need you to like.
I want to be able to change my hair like right now, but that's not even an option. So I'm like, I look forward to
There's a
that.
lady in town.
Okay,
She'll she'll help you out.
she'll hook me up. Got it.
So excited for you. I read the new first second book, The Greatest Thing, which was very good. Also watched My Dress Up Darling, which is a rom com and about cosplay. Bit spicy, but also a ton of fun.
Hmm.
I have heard nothing but good things about My Dress Up Darling. Everyone's talking about it. It's been a while since I was like, oh man, we have to go ahead and watch that. I don't know if it's on Funimation or Crunchyroll, but man, I have to. It looks good. Also, I cosplay.
Yeah, that's your jam.
I should have put no, that's too much work. I'm too busy playing the game. I was like, I could put my whole Aloy cosplay on for today. Why? This is a comic book show. Doesn't matter. But
I have the Greatest Thing on hold at the library, so I'm looking forward to that one.
ooh, have you read that Blue Delaquanti book yet?
No, I do have it.
Oh, I need you
So
to read it to tell me how good it is.
I know I'm gonna read it soon.
I'm trying to be good with my finances, but I want that Blue Delaquanti book so bad.
Tell your library to order it, girl. I'm telling you.
I gotta return my book so they don't excommunicate me.
Do that and tell them, hey, you need to order this, and they'll probably do it.
But I think I want to. Oh, actually, I want you to read it. Tell me how good it is.
Yeah.
And then I'll own it.
I
She
want
has
to own it
another
too,
book.
but
Or they have another book?
yeah, that was an early one that
What's Meal?
my library also has that. I just haven't read it yet.
Add that to my wish list.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna cough.
Hey, you caught it. Good job. Nicely done.
It's on Crunchy. 7 episodes so far. It's my weekly comfort food at the moment. Well, I'm going to watch that because I'm running low on shows right now, so I need something. Are you still gonna be able to do Ori and New this week, or will you be playing Horizon Forbidden West? I'm still doing it twice. So I've got
I forgot about that.
Guardians on Tuesday, which luckily I have the digital, so I'll read it at work. Don't tell anyone. So that'll free up time for Horizon when I get home, outside of like pole class and stuff. But yeah, and then we're reading Green Arrow and Black Canary on Wednesday, which I need to look and see what is all in there so I can tell you, and also that I know.
Yeah, also.
So Chris will be there, and so will Jessica. The three of us for the first time live.
So exciting.
I read the last issue of Primordial by Lemire and Sorrentino. Beautiful ending. I've not heard of
forward to that one.
I really loved our last week's pick. Thank you for that.
Oh yeah.
underwater welder.
This guy still beside me.
So cool. You know, I don't even know if I actually own any Jeff Lemire books. Isn't that weird? I think I just keep like reading them digitally. I gotta fix that.
That's an option. This is a really nice hardcover, though. So if you ever want the hardcover, they're still available. You can still get the pretty signed edition with this really nice tip-in page.
I do love that a lot.
Signed and numbered. It's like so, the only bummer about it is it's so thick and it's like has this nice texture that I wish I could kind of rip it out. You know, I can't, but I'm not going to do that. I just put it on my wall.
So Vox Machina is done. The first season's all done now.
Okay.
So I need you to watch it.
Got it. I added it to the list.
If you need something dumb to watch, this is what part of the show where I'm always like, let's talk about something that's definitely not in the fandom wheelhouse at all.
Yeah.
I need you to watch at least some of Love is Blind season 2. I don't actually really watch it. I just skip to the parts where I care about.
Okay.
But there's a couple guys that I need you to watch so we can talk about how awful they are.
Okay.
And then just ignore the other couples. Who cares? But like a couple of these guys, you'll know.
Yeah.
You'll know immediately.
Got
One
it.
of them is just like asking about girls' weight. The other one's like this. So I need to watch it.
Don't love that.
Peacemaker, no, I haven't been. So
neither.
I'll probably wait till it's done. I am temporarily canceling my HBO Max, and then I'm gonna come back to it like next month or so. So I'll probably catch up then.
Mine's also gone. I don't know when I'm getting it back. So
yeah, trying to be financially responsible. I'm taking a financial class.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
I paid for like an online one by this girl who has ADHD. And so far I really like it.
That's smart.
Yeah, because I need somebody who's like me to tell me how to do it.
Yeah.
And I like her. So I'm like, okay. But yeah, she's like a queer ADHD person. And I was like, okay. I feel safe.
Cool. Yeah.
And then she's like, it's like video lessons and like there's nice colors and she has closed captioning. And I was like, oh, you know.
Nice.
You know. Ooh. I'm on the 3rd episode of Station 11 and I don't know how I feel about it yet. Ooh, very good. Man. Also watch Archive 81, please. And then start listening to the podcast with me. Why is there no comic about Archive 81?
I've been planning to read Station 11 for like, I want to say 5 years now, and I still haven't. So
just watch it.
One day.
I really liked it. I feel weird about the ending, but
yeah,
I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. So
I've only heard good things.
It's really good. I think I just wanted something more. But I guess it's a one and done. It's very good. Which Vox Machina is best, the cartoon show, the comic book, or the podcast? That really just depends on who you are. I mean, if you want everything, it's the podcast, but for me, it's a little too long. So I've just watched highlights and then like big events. I think the cartoon show is the easiest people to get into on the ground in. But if you're like not going to get into the podcast, read the comic book, then watch the show because the comic book comes first. It's great. Kristan just watched the book wasn't as good.
Got it. I believe you. And I'll just watch it.
Jessica, also believe you. Also, Jessica, I can't wait till you're not as busy so we can go see Death in the Nile because I love whodunits. Very excited.
That's fun.
Might I suggest a sequel, Station 19? That's not a thing. That can't be a thing. That sounds like the Elliot answer to something.
You don't know what Station 19
is? 1 through 17.
Do you not get the joke, Maddie?
No. Oh, I do now. That's your gay fireman thing.
Yeah.
Fire ladies.
She's trying to get you there.
It'll happen eventually.
So
I watched Yellow Jackets. I got a whole ass Showtime subscription for Yellow Jackets, which very good. And I started listening to the Gay Schedule, which is like the Netflix podcast, which has one of the actors from Yellow Jackets and Santa Clarita Diet in it, and they talk to
Love
other
that.
queer people. It's very good.
That's cool.
Fire peeps. You have a countdown in your fridge. I love you.
That's
Yeah.
cute. Well, I can also talk about something that I'm watching very unrelated to fandom in general, kind of.
Is it more Ink Masters?
It's actually more Gilmore Girls. So I've been rewatching that. I forgot how mad I will be at the ending.
Oh yeah, you will.
Because I'm in the last season. And I mean, I love Gilmore Girls, loved it. It's just been so long since I rewatched it that I'm like, hold on, now it's all coming back to me. I'm not going to get any sort of ending, and I'm going to be mad about it. And
You're
I'm going to
getting
be
nothing.
mad the entire
You're getting
season.
nothing.
I forgot.
And they'll ruin it for you because they hate us.
And then the Netflix comeback, as much as I loved that it existed, I still have problems with.
It's not
Still
good. That
a
whole
lot
musical
of
episode,
problems with.
why? Why
Oh
do we have
gosh. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. I mean, you know what? People were mad at the ending. It's like, okay, I'm fine with it, I guess, because I know that's originally how they wanted to end it, right? But like,
why show Jess and then just that's it?
Yeah, and that was like a nice Jess moment.
It was a nice Jess moment. That's rude to us Jess fans.
It's rude.
Because you know I don't care about Dean.
Rude. No, get Dean.
Get him out. Well, so we'll be back next week to talk about the first half of Whole Cake Island in One Piece. And then probably at the end of that show, we'll talk about what we're going to do for March, which will be interesting because I'll have to move some stuff around because I'm having a wedding.
Right.
Yeah. But
we'll make it work.
We could end show today a little early so that I can get back to my wife.
You can play. That's fine. I do like how William Lee is commenting on Gilmore Girls, though. I appreciate someone in the chat
it
caring
is
about
stupid.
My feelings.
It is stupid. They're probably like, we gotta connect with millennials because it's not working out for them. No, we needed her to be successful. Okay, I needed it to work out.
If it's like all, well, and and then you got the time skip, and then this is I mean, y'all, if you haven't watched it at this point, I'm trying not to spoil things, but no. So, you finally see Lorelai and Luke together again. That's what you wanted. And that's what obviously was seen from the end of season 7. But I hate that we didn't get to see it happen.
I know.
Right? I know there's a time skip. I'm glad they were together. But I needed to see it happen again. And I'm mad. And I'm just mad. So I'm like, why am I watching this again? I was rewatching it and I was so
it's a comfort watch.
Everything was lovely. Yeah, everything was lovely in season 5 and 6. I guess I just need to keep going back to those. Because until the end of 6, I guess.
Yeah.
I just got a lot of feelings.
Well, guys, you got to tune in every week to get our hot Gilmore Girls takes. Because I'll always have them.
Always a rewatch, always. Yeah.
Me too. Always upset.
Yep.
But thank you guys for hanging out with us this morning. I hope you guys pick up Layla Starr. I do recommend it. And we'll be back next week to talk about the first part of Whole Cake Island of One Piece. We are getting so close to being caught up.
So close. I have to read all of it still, so good for me.
Me too. I'll find time eventually.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Check out our great sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Check out Crowded Volume 3. 50% off right now. We love Crowded here. So that's exciting. Buy it.
All right. See you next week. Or Tuesday. Not Tuesday. So come join us Wednesday on Over Your New Reader if you want to see us hang out again.
And you do.
Yeah. All right.